Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kiki Abhishek here in Dallas, Texas, few days before Christmas, and today I'm bringing you the unboxing and a quick review of the Fitbit Versa Special Edition. The difference between the Fitbit Versa regular and the Special Edition is that the Special Edition has an FC built in, so they have something called Fitbit Pay for payments. So if you are already familiar with the Fitbit lineup, this is very much similar to the Fitbit Blaze, but this is the newest version and it looks a lot better compared to the previous generation trackers. And then they have added a lot of other features like lots of customization options like different kinds of apps, clock faces, and internal storage to transfer your music and all that. So right off the box, what's the other thing about this Versa is that you get both the large and the small bands. So you get two pairs of bands. One, this is this cloth band, which you may like, and then you get the extra classic band. So this is how it looks if you take it out from the box. That's where the tracker goes, and then you have some inserts. Then you have the charger and the extra band. So the other type of band that you get is a regular, uh, you know, plastic bands. Like if you're working out and don't want to get that wet, maybe that's good for a gym. Uh, and the original fabric band may be good for looks for all day wear. The first thing I have been when it comes to Fitbit, like fitness trackers, like I'm a big fan of Fitbit because I think this is one of the best trackers out there. I mean, not in terms of its accuracy and all that, but overall, the interface, the software, how long the battery lasts, the number of accessories available. All in all, like if you're looking at one single tracker that also, acts up as a smartwatch, but this is not a smartwatch. That's what I was wanting to say. If you are into fitness and you want a really good fitness tracker, no fuss with a easy to use, easy to set up, has a good interface, and then Fitbit is definitely the best choice out there. It's a little expensive. This goes around 180 bucks. So let me just go dive in and tell you, is it worth the 180 bucks or not? So coming from a Fitbit Blaze, definitely they made a lot of improvements, and I think Fitbit learned its lessons from the previous generations. So this is the charger. So right now, if you see, you don't really have to take the tracker out from the case like you had to do with the Blaze. So this is basically the whole tracker. It's very slim, it's very lightweight. That's like you know this is really important if you want to wear a tracker all day, every time, even when you go to sleep. Anything bulky would actually make it really not comfortable wearing for all day wear. But when it comes to this thing, is like magic. This is so thin, this is so small, this is so light. It's like crazy. So it's really good when it comes to the comfort level. If you the way when I was wearing it, I mean, I wouldn't even feel that I was wearing anything. So that's what I one of the other things that I look for a fitness tracker is like because it's meant for wearing all the time. It should be comfortable. A smartwatch maybe not, because yeah, I can skip when I'm sleeping. I can take my smartwatch off, or at the end of the day when I come home from work, I probably am not wearing my smartwatch anymore. But when it comes to a fitness tracker, because you want to track all your activities, including your sleep, this is something that you wear 24/7. So this needs to be comfortable, and I think Fitbit, this is one of the most comfortable fitness trackers out there. I mean, this is amazing what Fitbit did here. And then they fixed some of the problems with the previous generations, which is again a welcome thing. So right now, like you see, this is the charging dock. So no more taking the tracker out. You just press here and it expands the clutches, and then yeah, it's not wireless charging, so still uses the old contact point method, but I'm still happy. It's not hard to just put this to charging. It's pretty wide and a little it has a little bit of a heft, and it's like kind of angled. So if you set this on the charging dock, you can still see the watch like it's slanted towards you, so you can see the notifications on that. Then the goodies includes like two different band sizes, two different varieties, all included in the package. So even though it's at $180 expensive, they give you a lot to start off with. So they give you an extra pair of bands and two different sizes, two different types. Now coming back to the tracker itself, so coming from a Blaze, like, so I had loved the fit, like the most used fitness Fitbit tracker that I have used for the longest time was the Blaze, because I felt that was looked really great, and it had a good battery life, and it was the it enables you to see your notifications, dismiss them, not, and then to some extent very limited interactions. You couldn't reply to a message, but you can dismiss this. So this takes it a little farther. So this is based on the Blaze. So as you can see, Fitbit retains the like the thick bezel, so it still has that digital photo frame look. But overall, they actually, with those beveled edges and all that, they made it look a lot more premium than how the Blaze used to look. But believe me, like I still like the look, how the way the Blaze looks, because it looks a lot more robust in my opinion, and more, it's very more. I'll come back to that later. So I just like the Blaze look more, and let's look at what they have. So this is your watch faces, the same three button approach, and then when you go here, you have your exercising options, whatever you have. So the display is a whole lot better than what it used to be. Blaze. The resolution is really high, so you have all of whatever pictures and icons you were seeing. The text is very sharp, and then once there, you can go back with the button here, and let's see what they have in here. So then you have music, so it has internal storage. So with the Fitbit app, you can transfer your MP3 and then pair this Fitbit with Bluetooth headphones and then use them. Then you have coach and the alarm, and those were like, and then the weather widget and a timer, and then wallet. And they have all sorts of new different apps like Pandora, Spotify, and then Deezer. So Deezer is like another music app which lets you stream online music. So if you're connected to Wi-Fi, you can have access to. It's just like a streaming music service, just like another Spotify or Pandora. So Fitbit actually is inbuilt, so you don't have to buy the Deezer premium one. It's included in the Fitbit. If you have the Versa, you have unlimited access to the Deezer. Don't want to go to the Spotify thing. So all the apps does is basically lets you control. So what Spotify does is it's nothing. It's just an extension. So basically lets you control your Spotify on the phone with this little app. So same way with Pandora. I mean, it's not standalone. So it's just a remote for your apps in the phone. So when it comes to the other things, I mean, when it comes to the looks, this is comfortable. When it comes to look, I mean, I prefer while the display resolution is much better. I mean, the overall is lighter. Battery life is probably the same. For me, I got around 3 days, which was kind of disappointing. I was at least getting four days, or if even sometimes 5 days on my Blaze. Maybe after a couple of charge cycles, this would improve. But this lasted a little bit. Comes to the HR accuracy of the HR tracker, it's very close. I didn't see much of a difference between the Fitbit Blaze and this, even though they say this has a newer sensor and it's more improved and all that. But for my casual workouts, I didn't see much of a difference. And they also improved the way the band goes in. So the studs are really really big, so it's very easy to get the bands off from the body. Uh, Kind of a little bit of a grime. Okay, I'll remove that. And that's pretty much it, right? So it's still not a smartwatch because, I mean, you don't have a built-in speaker, you don't have a built-in microphone, so the interactions with the different apps are very limited. It's not like you can read your text message and then respond to it, type in the things. Like, I still prefer, I mean, my daily wear or my one-time favorite is still the Samsung Galaxy S3 Frontier, even though they have the newer watch. But I just love the way it looks. It's much bigger, more robust, more macho. So I think I like the S3 Frontier a lot. So when it comes to this and the Fitbit Blaze, actually I look the Fitbit Blaze better. When it comes to looks, I felt it look more robust and more macho compared to this one. This is more unisex, so it would probably look good on both. for men and women. So that's what I think what was Fitbit was thinking about. And then they did like this is a very refined product. So you see a lot of refinements over the Blaze. So if you already like the Blaze and you are in the Fitbit ecosystem, then definitely you should get it. It's worth the $180. But if you are looking for a smartwatch and not so much of a fitness tracker, then I think I would suggest that you probably look at the Samsung Galaxy S3 Frontier or just wait for the newer Snapdragon 3100 series watches and with the Wear OS, which is supposed to give you incredible battery life. So those are still coming out. I think Fossil just brought out one, but the Fossil watch doesn't have a speaker, so you won't be able to use a speaker for function while in the watch. But the S3 Frontier does let you respond to calls and talk to the watch, which is I think a lifesaver when you don't want to pull out your phone and still want to answer and talk to the person. So overall, this is a good fitness tracker. Nothing new here from Fitbit. Everything works the same way. The app interface. Only additions are that you have much more access to the apps and then the clock faces. So basically this is what happened when Fitbit acquired Pebble, and basically this watch kind of looks like the reminiscence of one of the Pebble watches. So basically the Fitbit Versa is a marriage between the Pebble watch and Fitbit ecosystem, and overall this is really good. This looks much more refined, and if you're not into, I mean, you are already in Fitbit user, then you would really love this. Even if you are a new user and you want a fitness tracker, then definitely do get it. It's really worth it. But if you are looking for a smartwatch or more of an all-in-one device and you don't care about the fitness tracking functionalities so much, but you would rather want to have more watchish features like being able to respond to a text, talk to the watch and use voice navigation, or even like be able to make calls and all that, or even payments and all. So I think the Samsung or any other smartwatch would fit the bill more. Even though this does have the special edition, does have the payment, the Fitbit wallet thing. But remember, they also have a Fitbit Versa regular edition, which doesn't, which is a little cheaper. It's probably around $149, so $30 more for the NFC. Yeah, but if you are into more of a machoistic, robust look, then also again this is not for you. At least when it comes to style and design, it's very personalized. So I cannot really comment on what your style is about. So, but for me, I prefer like bigger, larger, bulkier watches, which is like G-Shocks, Invicta. So I just for me the S3 Frontier fits right in. Overall, if you're really looking for, I mean, Fitbit and Pebble, like after Fitbit acquired Pebble, I think they did a fantastic job. So I think the newer trackers when they come in, but with Fitbit they're gonna be even better as polished and refined as this one. They still have a long way to go when it comes to the functionalities in the apps, but it is a long way much better what it used to be with the when they released the Blaze. So that's all, guys. I don't want to bore you and drag this further. So that was a quick unboxing and in a quick review of the Fitbit Versa. So you leave your comments, questions on the bottom below. If you like my video, don't forget to like them, and then also subscribe, and so that you would be notified of any new things that I post on YouTube. So holidays coming, I'm going to be super busy, but I'll try to squeeze in and post more videos. So I'm going to do a comparison of the iPhone 10, 10R, the Galaxy S9 Plus, and then I'm also going to do a review of the Moto Z2 Force versus the Moto Z3 Play. So watch out for those coming soon. Till then, happy holidays every day, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See you later. Bye.